Welcome back, everybody, to the WL Costa Properties YouTube channel. Today we are continuing on with our Meet the Team series. We're joined in the studio by Jacqueline, our wonderful sales consultant. Jacqueline, it's amazing to have you with me today.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
We've been trying to pin Jacqueline down to have this chat for a while, but she's a very busy lady supporting all of our wonderful buyers here at WL Costa Properties. We're going to be talking all about her journey in Benalmadena because you've been here a long time, right?
I've been here over 40 years.
Wow.
I came here in the early 80s.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah, I left Scotland. I'm originally from Scotland. I left Scotland around about 81, 82, and I came here and basically I fell in love with the Spanish culture. I fell in love with the lifestyle, obviously the weather. I then got married, I raised a family, and I was actually very integrated in a Spanish family. So that's how I learned Spanish.
Yes, because you speak perfect Spanish.
I lived with a Spanish family for many years.
Amazing. And you also raised your daughter here?
Yeah, I raised my daughter here. She went to a private school,
Okay.
which was, at that time, it was very difficult to work around the times on a state school.
Okay.
So she went to a private school,
Okay.
which she loved.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So she has grown up in the, you know, the bilingual
Exactly, yeah.
family environment,
Yeah,
which is
she is
amazing.
native Spanish, but she does have the two languages,
Yeah.
her
Fantastic.
English as well. Yeah.
Amazing. And I'm always curious about that, but that's an episode for,
Yeah, another
that's
time.
a conversation for another day. So today we're going to be talking more about you. But before we go into about you, like you said, you moved here in the 80s, right?
Ooh,
And you've made Benalmadena your home.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Benalmadena. And there's everything for everybody in Benalmadena. Whether you integrate into Spanish life or you live a kind of expat life. But there's always so much to do, you know. In the summertime, there's a lot of buzz, there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And in the wintertime, we have that nice, quiet time where we can all reflect and, you know, we can enjoy life without a lot of tourists.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And have you ever felt like that you wanted to leave Benalmadena or move to any of the other towns along the coast?
No, I think Benalmadena is for me.
Amazing.
It fits everything, you know, ticks all my boxes.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And in your opinion, after, I suppose, being here for such a long time, you've probably seen it change a lot over the years.
Such a lot. It really is, but it's changed for the better.
Amazing.
For me, it's changed for the better.
Amazing. And what do you think makes it different about, say, like, you know, we've got Torremolinos, Fingarola next to us. Further down the coast, we've got Marbella. What do you think makes Benalmadena different?
Well, I personally live in Benalmádena Pueblo. So the pueblo in Spanish is the village. So we have the best of both worlds. We have some fabulous restaurants up there, fabulous culture going on in Benalmádena Pueblo. And we're 5 minutes from the coast.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we basically can just, you know, get in the car and we're at the beach.
Yeah.
5 minutes, we're at the beach. So that's what makes it good for me.
Yeah.
In the summertime, we have fairs, and it's very family orientated.
It's true.
I mean, living here, especially in Benalmadena, it's very family orientated where we can take our children out in the evening. And yeah, that's the best part for me. Yeah.
And you mentioned there you live in the Pueblo, which is a
Yeah, I live in
stunning
Pueblo.
part of Benalmadena.
Beautiful.
Really, really gorgeous. And you mentioned there's a lot of great restaurants and places to eat up there. And I think you really are our restaurant expert here at WL Costa.
That's true.
Whenever we have clients over or we're
yeah,
asking Jacqueline, we want to go somewhere special to eat this
Yeah.
weekend, she always has great recommendations.
We do eat out a lot.
But it's good because there's plenty of choice here in the area.
Exactly, and the prices are nothing like
I
the
totally
UK.
agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Now, in your capacity as sales consultant at WL Costa Properties, you're normally working with buyers
Yes.
people that are maybe from the UK, Ireland, you know, Canada, America, even Spanish people that want to change or upgrade or downgrade their home. But if we focus specifically on the buyers that you've been working with recently, what do you think attracts them to Benalmadena?
First of all, in the Pueblo, the views.
Yeah.
I mean, Benalmadena, in the village, as we are high up, we've got the fantastic views. It's grown so much in the years and it's very trendy.
It is.
I mean, on the coast in Benalmadena, you've got these restaurants that are a type of Ibiza-style restaurant,
true,
which
yeah.
is fantastic. Chill out. with the chill out music. And yeah, I think that attracts a lot of people, singles or families. There's something for everybody here.
Yeah.
There really is.
One thing that always stands out in my mind is actually how safe it is. Yeah, that's just my opinion. Do you have the same perception?
100%. I mean, we don't even lock our doors in the
no.
Pueblo. We really don't. It's very safe to walk the streets in the evening. We wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to talk a little bit about your buyers and the customers that you work with. So you're really passionate about your buyers.
I love it. For me, it's not just a job.
Exactly.
It really isn't. For me, I mean, I get up in the morning and I start my day. I get excited when I meet my buyers. We do tours where we can spend about 4 or 5 hours in the car together. We stop off for a coffee, we have a chat, we get to know each other. And then we go on our tour. Sometimes it's properties that I've chosen for the client.
Sure.
Sometimes it's properties that they've chosen to see.
Yeah.
And I always get that excitement when we enter a property and my client's eyes light up. This is the one, this is the one.
Yeah.
You know?
It's amazing.
And it's fantastic. We have such an enjoyable time doing the tours.
And it's a real privilege to go on that journey with somebody, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because, you know, what I always try to explain to people is, you know, gone are the days where somebody walks into a real estate office and puts the cash on the table.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's totally different now, isn't it? It's all about relationship building.
Yes.
And usually, you know, they're super brave. They're making a life-changing decision to take probably all of their savings to pursue something that's been a big dream for them for a really long time.
Absolutely.
So it's a massive privilege to be part of that journey with them, and that they trust you to support them. And often you spend so much time with them and you're in their psyche so much that you know what they want and what's right for them.
Yeah.
I usually know
I know my clients more than they do. But I think communication for me is number one.
Yeah.
I have to really communicate with our clients, keep them in the loop at all times. Honesty, we really have to be honest.
Yeah.
Have empathy also, because there's sometimes, you know, we have to compromise. Because 9 out of 10 times when we do our tour, my clients will say, well, you know, we have to tick all the boxes. I will say, all right then, let's just see, okay, maybe we need to compromise. It depends obviously on the budget.
Yeah.
And the clients, you know, you do have to have empathy for people. Yeah. It's just an enjoyable, stress-free process. That's what I aim for.
Yeah.
That my clients are stress-free and they get the perfect property in the sun. Yeah. That's the aim.
And I get that, you know, often they come over with their wish list.
Yes,
you know, and
absolutely.
The wish list can be quite comprehensive for maybe the budget that they have.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can fall into the trap of reading Facebook groups or talking to people that have done the same journey 10 years ago, but maybe not understanding that the times have changed, right? And a budget that may have stretched in a different direction 5 or 10 years ago doesn't stretch in that same direction now.
Absolutely. The Costa is booming at the moment. The real estate market is absolutely buzzing. So, you know, we're showing properties and in 2 days the properties are gone.
Exactly.
Such a lot of demand at the moment.
Yeah, there is, and that's why we really focus here at WL Costa Properties around preparing and educating the buyer. And sometimes that means having that difficult conversation up front that I know it's hard, but we may need to compromise from a 3-bedroom to a 2-bedroom to be able to kind of get everything else on your wish list. And I think often when we have those conversations with people, they do understand, but of course they're disappointed.
Yeah, but 9 out of 10 times we're finding the perfect property.
Yeah.
We really are.
Yeah.
And here I find at WL Costa Properties, for me, I find the support, the office is fantastic. I get such a lot of support, and customer care is important here as well.
It is.
And the team, that I feel the team here give that.
Yeah, it's nice, and that's really, I think, our values. You know, we don't want to just sell something to somebody for the purpose of a transaction, because at the end of the day, it's a very expensive mistake to make. And last week, actually, we were working together with a buyer that you found her perfect property all the way to Canada, which was amazing. And she had a really interesting question. Do people ever regret their decision? And I think when we reflected on that question, people only regret their decision when they buy in the wrong location. And it's super important for us that we take the time.
We guide them to the proper, the location that we feel is best for them. I mean, our client was fantastic, our Canadian client. I mean, we actually from start to finish was 3 days.
Yeah.
We got her a property, we got her legal representation and a bank account, which she went home very happy, very happy lady.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And she had been following along from our podcast actually, and that's how she found us. And I think that's a great way for us to make sure that people feel informed and educated before they even meet us.
Absolutely.
So really, really good. That was a great experience. So I guess the passion of the team really shows, the passion for you in terms of how you support your clients and that excitement.
Yeah, and the knowledge. I mean, obviously I bring to the table 40 years of knowledge of the area, and the language helps a lot, helps me a lot.
But also your background is, you know, finance, customer service. So there's a lot of customer focused and customer centric experience there. And I think, you know, it just helps to be a decent human being, doesn't it, when you're working with people? We forget that sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. I do have a very good rapport with my clients, and I like to make it a very stress-free process.
Yeah, and that really comes across.
Yeah.
Amazing. So in your opinion then, Jack, what makes WL Costa Properties different to other agencies that people might stumble across on the coast as they're pursuing their search?
Well, I would say it's all the extra resources that we give our clients. I mean, the webpage is fantastic. You can see our podcasts, and the information is fantastic. It really is.
What do you also think about our professional network in terms of the lawyers that we work with, the currency companies?
Very professional. Oh, very professional. And I mean, it's my experience of working here for a long time. I've worked with many lawyers, many notaries, and obviously the ones we have are really professional, really good. Yeah.
I have 2 more questions for you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, what is your favourite part of your job?
My favourite part is going on my tours with my clients. When I first meet my clients, and we bond, and then we go on our tour, and we spend the day together. That's my favourite part.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And what is your favourite thing about Benalmadena?
My favourite part of living in Benalmadena, I would say, is the culture. The people, the life, the whole lifestyle of just being outside, being able to go outside, being able to eat outside, and just enjoy the outdoor life.
I totally agree. Yeah. And what I always find really interesting is that, as you say there, the culture, Benalmadena is really multicultural.
Oh, yeah.
And you have so many nationalities living together.
Yeah.
In Benalmadena, you know.
Absolutely, yeah.
All within the same vicinity. And it just brings a real magic, I guess, to the town that sometimes I haven't really experienced that in other locations. It makes it a very open-minded location.
Absolutely.
I think that's the word I'm looking for.
Yes. Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. I know I lied to you there. I said I had 2 more questions, but I want to go back and just quiz you on something actually that I think would be really important for our listeners. And it's really your experience of making the move yourself, you know, and moving over and living here and raising your family here. For anybody watching that has a concern about bringing family up here on the Costa del Sol, what words of advice would you give them if that was on their mind?
Well, I mean, to leave your country and come to another country, obviously there is the language barrier. But here, as you said before, it's an international place. So my advice would be do it.
Absolutely.
Do it. Come over. Come on.
Yeah. So if anybody's
what are you
thinking about
waiting
it,
for?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just do it. So no regrets then, I take it.
I have absolutely no regrets whatsoever.
And Benalmadena is home, well and truly.
Benalmadena is truly my home.
Amazing. So well, I hope you've enjoyed today's lovely conversation with Jacqueline. It's been lovely to go back through the changes in Benalmadena over the years and how it's kept its charm and how, I guess, she still chooses to call it home, which is fantastic. Now, if you like this video and you'd like to see more content like this, remember to like and subscribe. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.